Yeah, it's Craig here. I don't really need to hold this microphone, but everyone I see on social media seems to be holding a microphone. Admittedly, not one this big, but here we go. Right, we're going to talk about open source software. Now, I've been teaching this to some computer students recently. The difference between open source software and can't even say the word proprietary. Right, okay, so in a nutshell, open source software is free to download and use. Proprietary isn't. So proprietary things like Mac OS X or Windows 11, whereas open source you've got things like Linux or BSD or Chromium OS even. Chrome OS. Is it Chromium or Chrome? I can't remember now. I should have checked with it, shouldn't I, rather than just switching on the computer and talking. But open source software, I'm going to put this microphone down, it's ridiculous. Open source software is the answer to keeping old computer hardware running far after the manufacturers probably intended it to. Because the hardware itself is fine. I've got a computer from 2007. It's an old HP desktop which I got out of a skip some years ago. I've slightly upgraded it, but it literally runs well, using a very lightweight, a very small version of Linux, and well, it's not so hot running on 500 megabytes of memory. But if you put in 1500, which isn't very much by today's standards, it runs brilliantly. So that's it for today. Open source software, free to download, and you put it onto old computers. For example, Windows 10 the support is ending officially on the 14th of October 2025. If your computer was too old and not compatible for a Windows 11 upgrade, you could install open source software. A good general one based on Linux is something called Ubuntu. There's different versions of it. I quite like Ubuntu Studio, which is a more sort of creative, so it has digital music and video packages built into it or added onto it with the package. I'm quite impressed with that. If your computer's really old and you want something lighter, well, there are various other ones which I'll look at. I have mentioned them on my YouTube channel before, but I'll make a video on this. But yeah, so proprietary software tends to get bundled by the manufacturer, such as Mac OS X for Apple, or Windows 11 and Windows 10 for your Windows computers, your Windows PC, your Microsoft. They have a finite life because the manufacturer and the software vendors working together want you to eventually buy a new computer. But you can extend the life of computers for years. Don't think, oh, this computer's no good, I have to get rid of it. You don't. So remember, open source software. If you want some homework, check out Ubuntu. That's spelled Ubuntu. Ubuntu operating system. If you type that in, that'll give you a good start. Let me know what you think. This is Craig, and I hope you found this useful and interesting. Right, let's turn this off.